I'm going to open another one of these Champions of Kamigawa packs, paid $6.50. They're labeled at $3.25, which I paid $3.25, but at least I didn't pay $10, which is what you normally pay these days in early 2013 for one of these packs. Let's see if I can take these cards out without damaging them. All right, so here we have a very heavy 411 common. Black cards tend to really mess up the autofocus, so I'm going to put this right here. See if I do a little better. Put a red card next to the black card. Okay, that's a little better. Boy, these black cards really mess with my autofocus, even though they're my favorite color. Curse Ronin is a 411 with Bushido. Gets +1/+1 until end of turn if it becomes block or blocks. A little heavy. It's a common, but boy, 411. But you can also pump it like you can Shades. So if you play a 1 mana, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So you can pump this thing. That's not so bad. Actually, it's almost a functional equivalent of Liliana's Shade, except Liliana's Shade is a 2 black instead of a 3 black. But it's got basically the same feature. And Liliana's Shade doesn't have Bushido 1, gets you a land. Still, it's alright. Stone Rain, destroy target land at 3. That's not bad. Sorcery. Harsh Deceiver is a 4-drop, 1/4. It's a little bit of a gate spirit, almost a wall, I should say. Look at the top card of your library if you pay 1. If you pay 2, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, untap this card, and it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Play it only once each turn. If it gets +1/+1, is a 2/5. That's not bad for a 5-drop, but you already paid 2 more. Sift Through Sands, I like the artwork. It's a 3-drop instant arcane with double blue, so you really have to be careful with that. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. That's nice. It's still a 3-drop. If you played a spell named Peer Through Depths and a spell named Reach Through Mists this turn, you may search for your library for a card named The Unspeakable. Put it into play, then shuffle your library. Now I want to go see and find out what these other 3 cards are. I'm not sure that I've come across them. Maybe that's something nice. I'll set this card aside and look at it further. Vine Kami is a 7-drop 4/4. Can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, and it's got Soul Shift of 6, meaning that this spirit can get you a CMC 6 or less spirit from your graveyard when this card is put into the graveyard. That's not bad, but still you're at 7. Cruel Deceiver, old school artwork there. A 2/1 spirit. You play 1 more, and you can get to look at the top card of your library. Boy, oh, I see. There we are. So this is one of those cards that I was just thinking about. Oh, there we are. So Cruel Deceiver. Okay, no, it isn't. So pay 1, and then, okay, so this has similar abilities to another card I just looked at. There we go. That's what I meant to look for. Okay, so I guess these are similar types of cards where you have a 1, you play 1 or you play 2. So in the case of Cruel Deceiver, you're going to do the same thing you did with Harsh Deceiver. Oh, there I got it, the name. You play 2, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, Cruel Deceiver gains whenever it deals damage to a creature, destroy that creature until end of turn. That's interesting. Nice little theme to put in a block constructed format. It obviously didn't get played beyond that. Joyous Respite, 4-drop arcane sorcery. You gain 1 life for each land you control. It's not too bad, but it's a little late. Zubera, 2-drop spirit, 2/1/2. When it's put into a graveyard from play, target opponent discards a card for each Zubera put into a graveyard from play this turn. So yeah, it makes your opponent think about killing all your Zuberas. Pious Kitsune, it's a 3-drop 1/2. Fox Cleric. And you can put a devotion counter at the beginning of upkeep on this card. Then if a creature named 8.5 tails is in play, you gain 1 life for each devotion counter on Pious Kitsune. And you can keep removing counters and getting 1 life. That's not so bad. It's only a 3-drop. So Atami Rainshaper is a 3/2/1 Moonfolk wizard. We're still in the commons. It's a flyer, so that's not so bad. And for 3 more, return or land you control to its owner's hand. Target creature you control can be the target of spells or abilities. So it's like hexproof. Very situational card. Definitely common. I can't see it getting played too much. Kodama's Reach is a 3-drop sorcery arcane. And you can search your library for 2 basic lands. Reveal them, put 1 into play tapped, and the other into your hand, then shuffle your library. That's not bad. Nezumi Grave Robber. I love these flip cards. 2-drop normally. And then it's a 2/2/1. A Rat Rogue. Then when you add 1 black more, remove target card in an opponent's graveyard from the game. If no cards are in the graveyard, flip Nezumi Grave Robber. That could be very difficult to flip because it's not often that there are no cards no cards are in that graveyard. Okay, yeah. But if you get to flip it, it becomes a legendary, and then it's really a 2/4/2. And if you pay an additional 5, you can put target creature card in a graveyard into play under your control. That's not bad, but boy, you'd have to do a lot of things to get that far. 9 Ringed Bow, a 3-drop artifact, old school artwork, uncommon. When you tap it, it deals 1 damage to target spirit. If that creature would be put into a graveyard this turn, remove it from the game instead. It is so situational. It really, I only see this as a block card. 1,000-Legged Kami is an 8-drop uncommon, 6/6 with Soul Shift 7. Straightforward. Then the rare is Junkio Bell, a 4-drop artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may have target creature you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. If you do, sacrifice that creature at the end of turn. Very situational card. This reads to me like a junk rare.